Bangarang Rufio, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Lost Boys Gaming. There have been some huge developments around the Nintendo Direct that is supposedly happening next week, and we have to talk about what is going on. Let's get into it. What's up everybody? Welcome back to Lost Boys Gaming. Like I said, today we are talking a huge update about the possible Nintendo Direct for next week. Before we hop into that though, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video so you're kept up to date with everything going on. And we're going to make sure we can continue to bring you guys everything that's going on with Nintendo and about this possible Nintendo Direct that is coming next week. Now, like I said, there has been some updates with this regarding a few different things. I was actually gone this last couple of days away doing some things and was catching up on the news, and I was watching some Sunbro Nation stuff. That's why we're gonna go repping him today. Go over and check out his videos. I'll put a link down to both of the videos that I'm kind of referencing in this today. But ultimately, yesterday there was a leak about a Nintendo Direct that is going to happen on June 15th. Now this leak happened over on Reddit, and a user posted an email that they had received. They essentially went into some details saying that, hey, I'm a content creator. I have been approached by this developer asking if they wanted a code for the game. They weren't super interested in it, but they said that it could be a fun game to play nonetheless. They didn't really go into a lot of details, but essentially all they were saying about the game, at least what they said though, is that the embargo and the moratorium for talking about the game, posting about the game, essentially was be up on June 15th at 9 a.m. Now, this would hint that there would be some shadow dropping of this game. And he said that this content creator said that there were other games as well that they had signed NDAs for that they couldn't talk about, but that the embargo would also lift on that day as well. Now, they in turn took this to believe that there would be a Nintendo Direct on the 15th, that these games would then be shadow dropped right after the Direct, which is why the embargo would lift out at that time for some of these games. Now, fast forward to today with Summer Games Fest, and this game that was initially kind of teased, which was Neon White. Now, if you go back to that, I gotta get ahead of myself. If you go back to that original email that they posted, they came back and they posted the email, a screenshot, and they didn't really edit out as much of the information as they probably thought they did. If you're able to turn the contrast different ways, you're actually able to read what game they were referencing, and that game was Neon White. Now, today during during Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest, Neon White was announced and shown off that this game is coming, you guessed it, June 15th. And then also that TMNT Shredder's Revenge was also coming on June 15th. Now, whether or not that was another game that was referenced potentially, but essentially that there's been these games that were probably assumed to be shadow dropped during a Nintendo Direct, which were then announced today during Summer's Games Fest. Now, this kind of turns a lot of what we currently were believing about the Nintendo Direct for the June 15th on its head, is that there still might be in a Direct. I'm personally of the belief that we will still see Nintendo Direct next week. However, this just kind of goes to show that there is so much that is still up in the air, and that until Nintendo actually announces and kind of declares that yes, something is happening, that you can't really take anything regardless of how true this may be. Now, this email had to kind of get put through the ringer to be verified. Now, when they posted it on Reddit, they had to send the email to the moderators. The moderators then went through and did some fact checking and double verification, things like that. So there was a lot of stuff that kind of went through to really verify that this email was correct and that they did receive this from the developers. Now, like I said, the other part with the whole Nintendo Direct part was just a huge speculation on this leakers on their part. There's nothing that really confirmed that. Just based off the information that they had been given from the developers, it did seem that that was the case. But like I said, until we actually hear something from Nintendo, it is going to be a total crapshoot on what some of these things may actually be true or what is not true. But ultimately, I do think that we will be seeing something from Nintendo next week. Keep our fingers crossed. Whether that is the 15th, it might be. Whether it's the 14th, which is a lot of people are speculating, is that on Monday we'll receive some sort of an update that says, hey, tune in tomorrow for Nintendo Direct. I could see that still happening. I do think that Nintendo has to drop something. There's been too much kind of swirling around, a lot of people speculating on things, a lot of leaks and things like that coming out. But I do think that it'll happen sometime next week. Personally, again, I'm not an oracle. I'm not leaking anything. This is just my personal belief that yes, we will see something next week. But like I said, you just need to kind of keep everything in check, that even as there's a lot of stuff kind of going out there, that we need to make sure that we are kept up to date with what's going on, and make sure that we are really paying attention to everything, and taking it all with kind of a grain of salt, and making sure that we're not building our hype up too much until we actually have something announced. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick update. Like I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video so you're kept up to date with everything going on, and we'll keep you posted on a Nintendo Direct if and when it is actually announced. You're going to be able to catch that reaction here as well. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, go check out Sunbro Nation as well. He does some great stuff over there. So I appreciate you guys watching this. Hope you enjoyed this update, and make sure that you stay tuned for more. So until next time, though, catch you later.